What's going on? It's Mo Bounce from Z100. Oh my God, I'm a little nervous, like palm sweaty thing going on.
Palms.
Kelly Clarkson's here.
Hello.
Hello.
I have dry, gross palms. I need some lotion.
Are you a lotion girl? Because some people don't like the feeling of like they like that.
Oh, I like to be oiled up. I'm like the massage queen. Yeah.
My wife gets out of the shower and she spends like 25 minutes lotioning head to
Yes.
toe, and I'm a dude, so maybe that's
I will
why.
coconut oil it up.
Yeah, do it up, girl.
everywhere.
Well,
Yep.
Congratulations on absolutely everything.
Thank
First,
you.
just congratulations on being a mom and just being an awesome
Thank
person.
you.
Because that's really the most important
The
job.
mom is, yeah, it's the most important and probably most fun. So just
Yeah.
because kids say
I know.
funny
I have
stuff.
two. I have two myself.
Yeah, you're like,
and-
oh, okay, we're just gonna say that.
And they
all
say,
right.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Look, fine, you're a kid. You can
Where
do
did
that.
you get that from?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Mom, I got it from mom.
Yeah.
But I have a quick story before we get into like the business and everything else. It's funny because back in 2002, when you were
when I
crowned
won.
idol,
Yeah. I was crowned.
you were crowned.
I was the princess fairest
Should
of them
there be
all.
a crown somewhere?
Yes.
Like, where's the crown?
I should have gotten a crown.
But a good story is that, and honestly, I didn't realize this until my mom told me last night. My mom and dad are like, they're like, you talking to Kelly Clarkson? I'm like, yeah. Do you realize when your dad had cancer and he was, my dad had a bone marrow transplant, he had leukemia back in 2002. The night I believe before his bone marrow transplant, I mean, they were voting for you like crazy, and then you were crowned. The night before, and they're like, you have to tell her that story. So, Mom, there's the story, Mom.
That's so great.
Yeah, so like
he's okay, right?
Yeah, he's good.
Okay, good.
This was back in 2002.
Okay.
So, and he's 73 and still kicking and doing great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah, it was super
Yeah.
scary, but
I feel like everyone now, especially like maybe not as everywhere in 2002, but like now I feel like everyone I know either has had cancer or has
someone's
cancer
connected
or
to it somehow.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's like insane.
Absolutely. It's one of those things, but thank you for getting them through that. They wanted
oh my
me
God.
to
Well,
tell
thank you for the votes.
Yeah.
It worked.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. I mean, you're
Yes.
here now. I mean, come on now.
Yes.
So now, people say this with different artists because unfortunately with like the digital age, if you don't have a song in like, every month and a half.
Oh, it's always a comeback.
Yeah, but that's what I was gonna say. You were never gone, but like, welcome back.
It's always
I
a comeback.
guess?
They do that with Sam too. I've noticed,
Yeah.
or like Adele, like any of it. Well, Adele does go away for a while usually, but
Yeah.
But I mean, it's always like every 2 years normally people put out music,
Yeah.
So it's like, but every 2 years it's always a comeback. But I don't mind it.
Yeah, and well, the thing is, this quote unquote comeback,
My comeback.
because you really were never gone. But anyway,
Yeah.
But you came out with 2 songs.
Yes, we wanted to show the depth of the album as well. Like,
Yeah.
you always come out with your first single that's like fun and sassy and empowering and like that kind of vibe. But there's also like a lot of depth to the album as well. So that's why we put out Move You, just to kind of showcase what to kind of maybe pique your interest what's on the album. So
Yeah, because the album, The Meaning of Life, I feel that's what we already got with the 2 songs. Even though when you pre-order it, you get the songs, right?
you do. You pre-order it and you get both those songs right off the bat. Yeah.
But that's I have a feeling, and you could elaborate, obviously. That's like the feeling of the album. It's like kind of goes like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's this roller coaster ride of like just sass and I mean, it's very confident. It's empowering. I obviously love empowering songs. I don't think that's a secret.
Yeah.
And
What really? What does that mean?
I've never heard of these things.
Yeah.
No, but it's a lot of that. It's basically the album I've wanted to make since I was a kid. But I don't think if I would have been given these songs, even the same producer, same everything, I wouldn't have performed them the same or as well. I mean, it's a
certain part of your life.
It's a grown ass
too.
woman's record.
Yeah, grown ass woman.
It's not like a kid's record. So yeah.
Well, that's what's cool about it because we want to see that in artists, and we totally see that in you, especially now, and only hearing the first 2 songs.
Yeah.
But also, there's a song that I want to mention too, "Go High," which you said was inspired by Michelle Obama.
It was.
Talk about that a little bit.
I think everyone was inspired by her speech, right? So it's the when they go low, we go high.
Yep.
I thought, it was just kind of like that relates to like every part of my life.
Yeah, you can apply it. Yeah.
Like a lot of people along this journey of mine, and I thought that probably relates to a lot of people, like not just this circumstance that she's obviously referring to.
Yeah.
But I wrote the song, and it's when you go low, I go high. So it's like basically from my perspective, but it's just like this fun like. It's not
sass.
like it's sass, but it's not like nothing on the record is like angry or bitter or like angry 20-year-old.
Like that. Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
It's all just like a positive twist on like, you know what? No. Like I'm too grown for this.
Yeah,
like,
let's move on, but I have to mention
just
it.
so you know, this is fine, but
Just
like
saying.
you're not in the circle of trust anymore.
Absolutely.
So.
But and also what's really cool too, and then we go to the song "Love So Soft," and with this song, first of all, it's amazing. We play it all over Z100, but the video to me.
Yeah, Dave Meyers, man.
Man, but I mean, it's like the art. I don't know if you were going for. I mean, what was your say in all the crazy, super artistic? Like we were wowed. We were just wowed by that.
We definitely like Atlantic. I bet definitely the song is so like big and bold.
Yep.
We definitely wanted to do something I'd never done in a video. And Dave came to us with this treatment that was insane. It just had all these. And if you would have seen the first treatment, there was tons of ideas.
Okay.
You know, but you only have so much time to get to it all.
And then everybody comes back down to hold on, what could we really do?
Yeah, because what is feasible in 2 days?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it's like, so we, got down to these setups that came out. I mean, honestly, I've never done a video that was just basically all about just the like fun diva side of me, like hair, makeup, like clothes. Like I've never really done that before.
And that's what I think that's what I'm personally noticed when you watch. Yeah. That's what we notice is like, wow, she's just really embracing herself.
Yeah, well, and it's just kind of a diva.
It, yeah.
It's my, like, not in a bad way. I just mean, like, it's my diva record in a sense of, like, I mean, I really did. My goal is to make a record that not everyone, obviously there are some singers that could sing it, like, that are awesome right now on the radio. But I just mean, my goal personally was to make an album that not everyone could sing and really just showcase my vocals. So.
Yeah, well, I mean,
so
you did it, girl.
Thank you.
You did it. I also want to talk about what's really cool is that, Idol's coming back. We of course, we're excited about The Voice, too. We're going to talk about that. But Idol's coming back. Is it? And now you're on The Voice.
I know, it looks real bad.
No. That's not what I was to say.
No, I know, but everybody keeps it, and I'm like, and I get it how it appears, but like what people don't know behind the scenes is one, my husband
there's business behind it too.
Well, he manages Blake Shelton.
Yeah.
And so for our family to all be just in LA the whole time we're in this all working and him not having to leave, like it's nice for us as a family. And then two, we were already talking to The Voice, and American Idol came up out of nowhere, and we didn't even know they were coming back.
We were all like, "What?"
Yeah, I was pregnant with my son. Yeah, he's one. It's like, wow, this is early.
Yeah,
but I think it's gonna be fun though. They got Katie, so it should be good.
Yeah, well, but what I'm getting at is that you were on American Idol, you won, you were the first winner of American Idol, and now full circle, years later, you are the one judging on The Voice.
I know.
I mean, it's like, how does it feel to be on that? I mean, obviously, you have to get mentally prepared for this different side of it. But I mean, I think you have like the utmost edge and all the way around.
Jennifer Hudson and I, that's what we talk about. We're like, because we saw each other recently, and I was like, it's really fantastic, even for her too, because she didn't win, and she's like an Oscar winner and has this beautiful career afterwards. So it's awesome for us to stand there, and because a lot of people, even now, even though the shows are super popular, especially when my first season, people look down upon it. Like they're like, oh, that's not the real way you're gonna, so it's kind of a hard thing. And it's nice to see, if it were me, if I were them, it would be nice to see someone that had literally been in my shoes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there's no one else besides you and Jennifer really.
Yeah, that can be like, no, really, man, this could happen. Like it just, what are you gonna do with this opportunity?
Does it make it easier or more difficult for you to, I hate using the word judge, but like to coach.
Well, it's more of a mentor.
Yeah,
coach,
with them. Mentor.
Yeah, because I think Idol's more the judge. They judge, but with The Voice, the thing I love about it too, and I've kind of piggybacked in conversations with Blake and Brandon, about his team. Yeah. Like I love that you get to be like a coach for them. Like you get to say,
well, you get to uplift them.
You get to support them, point out things that they're great at. Like I love doing that. Like I love constructive criticism, so I receive that well. So. Hopefully the people I pick do, but I just want to help someone. Like my goal isn't even to win the show, really. I mean, obviously that'd be awesome, but my goal is to have an artist that has longevity, like my career, like or Carrie's or Jennifer's, like it's to have an artist that really comes out of it, and then like 10 years down the line, I look back and go,
sitting at radio
so
stations
cool. Like I
talking
turned my chair and I was a part of that.
Yeah,
like
no,
that's
absolutely,
cool. Yeah.
No, that's gonna be an amazing thing. But one thing too, I want to touch on and please feel free to be candid about this. It was super empowering, not only for women, but I think for anybody. Men, I mean, I was empowered by it when the whole Kesha thing was going on, and then you said in an interview, you're like, I don't want to talk more about it, but the writing credit, you were like,
oh yeah, no, I just didn't want. I mean, there's a lot of times in my career where you don't see my name on a song, and that's because a lot of times I don't write. Like sometimes I don't write them, but a lot of times I do change the song.
Yeah.
In a way that probably you should ask for credit.
Yeah.
But I don't, because the song was already great. I just made it more me.
Yeah.
So, and I think a lot of artists steal credit a lot from writers, which I think is super crappy.
Yeah.
Because that's their livelihood.
Yeah.
So if I deserve it, I usually ask, and I did deserve it on that song just because I changed it a bit. But I really just didn't want to, and especially at that time, I was so frustrated that I had that I was forced to work. Like, basically, they were going to sit on my record unless I did what they wanted. And I was so frustrated because I literally said, anyone in the world but this one person. I will work with anyone you want to put in my path. Like, I love people. I think that's apparent. Like, I think I'm a nice person. That's apparent. But, like, it was just this one thing, and I asked not to work with Dr. Lee just because I had not a good experience with him.
Sure.
And it was a one thing, and they just wouldn't even give it to me. And I, even though I made the song different, and I love actually Claude Kelly, one of the writers. I love him.
Yeah.
He was actually, it worked out to where I said, can I at least work with him and not talk with him while doing it? Like, you know, and I never do that. So if an artist like me, like I'm.
Yeah, you talk to everybody.
I generally love everyone.
Yeah.
Like you have to really be a special kind of
jerk.
Let's
say that.
For me not to like you. Like, so it's, you know, and I just had a negative experience. The guy is super talented. I'm not negating that. Like that's a fact, obviously. But it just was something I didn't want to, so it frustrated me. And I was like, you know what? They brought up writing credit at the end because they were like, well, you changed the song. And I was like, I don't want my name near his. I don't even want to, I want to pretend this didn't happen in my life. And I want to forget it.
And the reason why I bring this up is not to rehash things. It's to show that from outside looking in, people were just empowered by that statement that you made.
Well, I mean, God, there's hundreds of thousands of dollars gone because of that. You know what I'm saying? You can make, or millions. Actually, that song was huge. But I just mean, I was making a point to the people working with me going, this is how much I didn't want to do this.
Yeah,
like,
that
I don't
speaks
care
volumes.
about the money. Like, I don't care about, oh, you're going to be the most famous person ever if you do this. Like, that's not what holds weight in my life. So, but yeah, so, and it was just hard though, because everybody came up with the Kesha thing. And I was like, look, I don't know anything. Like, he didn't do anything like that with me. But,
you have your own stance on things.
But I have, I'm not a fan. I'm not like going to barbecue anytime soon. Probably not.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's just with you, I think everybody, it's hard not to be inspired. And I hate like talking to the person saying, you inspired, because it must feel a little like, I mean, it's feel great, but at the same time, it's like, well,
well, I think a lot of times, I mean, because people probably do that to you too, like listening on the radio, like
different scale, but
No, same thing. It's all, it changed one person's life. It still counts. Like, right. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And I think the thing is, it's so funny when they say it. It's like, and my favorite thing is they're like, you're just so like real, and I'm like, I feel like I'm Pinocchio. like you're a real boy. And it's like,
you're a real boy.
I know, and I'm like, what are people like when they go? Because I don't try. Like, I'm not like,
you're just you.
I'm not overextending myself to like walk on coals for people. I'm just like myself, but. I guess I never get that compliment, but I appreciate it. It's nice.
Well, on behalf of the millions of people and people that tweet us, and especially when Love So Soft came out and like was like, oh my God, thank you. Like, on behalf of everybody, thank you. Just for being that person. Just being super cool and real. And
thank you. I'm glad people are digging it because I love this record.
And we're glad you're quote unquote back.
Yeah.
Even though you were never gone. I hate doing that, but that's why I put like mega quotes.
And I was like, somebody said in an interview, and I was like, well, I just came out with It's Quiet Uptown with Hamilton too. I was like, it hasn't been that long.
That's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, I know. I was like, but everybody always does it every time.
Yeah.
So.
Well, thank you. Kelly Clarkson here at Z100. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you
and
for
congratulations.
Our first interview.
I know.
I feel like
I can go take a shower now because I'm all sweaty.
Oh, I was like, wait, to wash it off?
No, absolutely not. Thank you, Kelly.
Yes.